What if I told you that turning just $100 into $10,000 in 30 days isn't a fantasy? It's a strategy. That's exactly what I did. No magic, no millionaire mentor, just resourcefulness, relentless execution, and the smart use of artificial intelligence tools. In this video, I'm going to show you how I built digital income streams, automated my workflow, and scaled results quickly without burning out. If you're tired of scrolling past overnight success stories and actually want to understand how someone did it from the ground up, stick with me. This isn't theory. I'll walk you through every decision, every mistake, and every win. Let's get into it. The $100 bet, starting with only $100, wasn't an accident. It was a challenge I set for myself. I wanted to prove that you don't need a huge budget to start building income online. What you really need is clarity, discipline, and creativity. I split the $100 into micro budgets, a bit for branding, a bit for marketing, and the rest to test tools that could give me leverage. I treated every dollar like it was worth 10. No waste. No ego purchases. The constraint pushed me to be resourceful. It wasn't about luck. It was about making deliberate, calculated moves with a tight margin for error. Mindset shift from scarcity to strategy. The first breakthrough wasn't financial. It was mental. I had to switch from a scarcity mindset to a strategic one. Instead of thinking, I only have $100, I asked myself, how do I turn this into my first win? That change made me focus on assets, not expenses. I stopped chasing short-term cash and started building value. Every day, I woke up with a clear goal: create something useful, scalable, and profitable. I planned my moves like a chess game. Every action had intent. That shift helped me stop reacting to fear and start executing with purpose. And that's when things started to click. Picking a niche that prints money, I didn't go after what was trendy. I went after what solves a real problem. The key was choosing a niche that had demand, urgency, and spending power. I used free keyword tools, social media trend data, and forums to see what people were actually struggling with. Then I picked one narrow niche where I could offer something better, faster, or cheaper using digital tools and artificial intelligence. I wasn't trying to save the world. I just needed to solve one pain point better than the next person. That clarity gave me direction and a reason for customers to trust me. Artificial intelligence as my secret weapon. Artificial intelligence wasn't just a shortcut. It was my engine. I used it to brainstorm offers, build landing pages, automate emails, and even write product descriptions. What would take someone 10 hours, I did in 1. I leaned heavily into artificial intelligence tools like ChatGPT for content and customer communication, and image generators for branding assets. I wasn't trying to be everywhere. I was trying to be efficient. By automating the heavy lifting, I freed up time to test, learn, and sell faster. Artificial intelligence gave me leverage that multiplied the impact of my $100 investment tenfold. Stacking micro income streams, instead of betting everything on one idea, I built small, parallel income streams. One was a digital product, another was a service, a third was affiliate-based. I didn't wait for one to blow up. I tested all three quickly and doubled down on the one gaining traction. It's like building multiple fishing lines in the water instead of relying on one lucky catch. This approach gave me stability and momentum. When one stream dipped, another kept cash flowing. The beauty: they were all lightweight, low cost, and powered by artificial intelligence and automation tools behind the scenes. The $10 offer, that changed everything. The breakthrough came from a $10 digital product. Simple, valuable, and fast to deliver. I created a niche-specific toolkit that solved a small but annoying problem. The price was low enough to remove resistance, but high enough to stack quick revenue. I used artificial intelligence to write it, format it, and create the visuals. Then I promoted it through micro-influencers and targeted content. Once people bought and found value, upsells and referrals followed. That one $10 offer didn't just make money. It built trust, and that trust opened the door to higher ticket sales. That's when the $100 started multiplying. Automate or die. If I had to manually do everything, I would have burned out. Automation was the only way this worked. I set up workflows using simple automation tools to handle customer emails, payments, delivery, and even follow-ups. Artificial intelligence helped me write those sequences and design the flows. It wasn't about being lazy. It was about being smart. While others were spending hours per sale, I built a system that worked 24/7. That's how I scaled without adding stress. Once automation kicked in, it felt like printing money in my sleep. That's not hype. It's just systems doing what they're supposed to do. The social proof hack: getting people to trust you without a big following is tough, but not impossible. I created instant credibility using smart positioning and real results. I showcased use cases, shared before and after visuals, and built mini case studies using early buyer feedback. I even used artificial intelligence to write client testimonials for beta testers who gave me honest input. People don't need you to be famous. They need to see that what you offer works. Once I had 5 solid wins, I turned them into social proof across every platform. That built momentum fast, and more people started buying it. Time as capital, I treated my time like it was more valuable than money. Every hour had to earn. I planned my days in focused sprints. No distractions, no multitasking. Artificial intelligence tools handled grunt work, so I could focus on high-leverage activities like customer outreach, refining offers, and scaling what worked. I tracked where my time went and cut out anything that didn't move the needle. That discipline made all the difference. I wasn't just hustling, I was building. The mindset shift from spending time to investing it flipped the whole game. It's how I did 10x work without burning 10x energy. The power of urgency. Setting a 30-day deadline wasn't just for motivation, it was strategy. Urgency forces clarity. When you only have a month, you don't waste time on someday. Ideas, you make moves now. I gave myself a strict 30-day runway to hit $10K, and that urgency kept me sharp. Every day had a target, and every task tied back to revenue. That self-imposed pressure turned into performance. I didn't wait for the perfect time. I moved fast, learned faster, and optimized on the go. Without that deadline, I would have overthought and stalled. With it, I stayed locked in and made real progress. Fail fast, fix faster. Not everything worked, and that's the point. I ran micro tests daily to see what clicked. Some offers flopped, ads tanked, and tools broke. But instead of spiraling, I used artificial intelligence to diagnose and fix issues fast. Feedback loops were tight. I didn't waste time perfecting. I pushed live, learned, and adjusted. The faster I failed, the quicker I refined. That mindset kept me from getting stuck. Every failure was a data point, not a defeat. And over time, those small corrections added up to a system that worked. Perfection is a trap. Speed and feedback build success. Scaling without burnout. Once things started working, the temptation was to go all in and grind harder. But I knew that was a trap. Instead, I built systems to scale without draining myself. I batch-produced content, delegated with artificial intelligence, and only focused on what created result. I checked in on performance metrics, not just effort. If something worked, I duplicated it. If it didn't, I deleted it. By building boundaries and trusting the systems, I scaled sustainably. This wasn't about hustle porn, it was about creating freedom. I didn't just want money, I wanted control. And that's exactly what I built. If you've made it this far, here's the truth. Turning $100 into $10,000 in 30 days is absolutely possible, but only if you treat it like a real mission. Mindset, strategy, artificial intelligence tools, and smart systems changed everything for me. This video wasn't theory. It was the exact playbook I used. So if you're ready to stop watching others win and start building your own wins, hit that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more content like this. This is just the beginning. I'm dropping everything I've learned step by step. You're watching Wealth by Design, where hustle meets intention.